Hey guys, it's Azad and Tim.
How you doing, guys?
Welcome back. We are here to give you our crew tip of the week. And this week's tip is why you should sell in this crazy market.
Yeah, we've had quite a few listings early on this year, and we're selling every single one of them. That's how crazy the market is. We're going to tell you about some really, really crazy prices that our clients are getting, selling over list, selling on the first day. Really crazy things are happening.
Yeah, we wanted to actually show you what we sold in the last couple of weeks here so you can see how you could take advantage of what is really happening.
Yeah, we'll show you these exact listings, the exact prices we listed them at, and the exact prices they sold for. So we'll get started here. Share this screen right now.
So here's the first property. It's up in Cougar Ridge. It's a half duplex. We can tell you the story behind this. It's one of our investors that's worked with us. Tim, how long has Lisa worked with us?
She's been with us probably 12 years.
12 years.
Yeah.
So she, unfortunately, Tim, about 4 years ago, went through a divorce.
Yep.
And we took her out of her place in Strathcona, bought this half duplex, and we bought it keeping in mind that it would become a rental property after she was done with it. Tim, what is the size on this one?
And so the size on this property is just over 1,400 square feet. So it's a very, very big half duplex. It's the one on the right here, the one with my little cursor right now.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very, very contemporary. It's a newer style duplex. It's in Cougar Ridge. So the neighborhood, was built in the early 2000s.
Yeah, so the story behind this, Lisa has 3 kids. She's met a new partner. She's moving in with that partner. And she called us on the Monday, Tim, this is just 2 weeks ago, and told us, you know what, Azad, I know you want me to keep it as a rental, but you know what, I don't need it. So we don't blame her. So we went over there. We didn't even meet Lisa through the whole transaction, Tim, which is unbelievable. She called us on the Monday. We went over there. She had the keys for us. We took our photographer and measurement people in on the Thursday, listed it Thursday night. And by Friday, we had 23 showings booked. Now, this is in a cul-de-sac. It is walking distance to the French school there. And then you've got all the shopping in West Springs as well. So great location next to Pascapoo Slopes. Which is great for hiking and walking and running and all that stuff. But anyway, it went on the market, and initially we were thinking, or she was thinking, would list around 520, Tim.
Yeah.
And we went in, and she had flowers. Tim, why don't you show some of the pictures?
Yeah, we'll show you some of the pictures. We started listing this at 549.9, so basically 30,000 more than what she wanted to. And you can see that if we look at the entrance, she's got potted plants, it looks really nice. She's painted her door red. You come into the house and she's staged it perfectly.
Mm-hmm. And the best thing about this house, it's very basic, right? It's just got your normal counters. It's got, the cabinetry. It isn't that high end. The flooring's actually linoleum and
yeah, you can see it right there.
Yeah, so there's nothing high end about this property, but once again, it comes with a double car garage, fully finished basement, and it was staged really well. It's got an outdoor entertainment area. So we put it on and we had 23 showings straight away. Offers started to come in. We wanted to accept offers on the Sunday. We wanted showings to go through the whole weekend. We told Lisa to not come home for the whole weekend.
Yeah.
And we actually had more showings booked for the next day. But then what happened on the Friday night is bully offers came in. And what's a bully offer? A bully offer is some realtors don't want to wait till Sunday. They want their client to come in. And guess what? A buyer came in, his kids go to the school, walking distance from this home, and he just wanted this property. And he came in, there were 3 offers, and it sold firm, no conditions, for $585.
Yeah, that's just crazy. $35,000 over list for a half duplex. We wouldn't have seen this 6 months ago, but right now our clients are putting these properties on the market and they're getting record prices for them.
Yeah, and what we love about this story, Lisa bought this property for $410 4 years ago and sold for $585. So for her, someone who was just starting off again, Tim, when we put her into that property, she's done extremely well from it. So let's go to the next property.
So the next property here it's a 1913 build. So this house is over 100 years old. And we'll look at the pictures inside. The couple that owned it, actually, they lived in it when they first moved to Calgary. Maybe you can tell them that story.
Yeah. So Noel and Joanne, they're an Irish couple. We've been working with them, and they used to do creative financing. Oh no, creative investing in the States, Tim. They used to go and buy, what do you call those? Like deeds.
Yeah, tax deeds. They buy them on the courthouse steps. A lot of those courses that you get in the States, those real estate investment courses, they teach you these kind of things, and they were actually doing it.
Yeah, they were doing it. They did okay, and then they met us through our investment group, and so they had this property in their portfolio, and they called us about, Tim, it's been a while because there's tenants in this property that are signed till September 1st. So we were actually waiting to list it 3 months before the tenants are up. Okay. And so this property, when you have a property so old, you rarely, Tim, get a basement, a full basement. They're normally dugout basements. I mean, this has got a little bit of a basement, so it's not big at all. Like I think it's 820 square feet. It's really got 1 bedroom plus a study. Like it's not 2 bedrooms. It's listed as a 2-bedroom. And so we listed it, and once again, we got all these offers in on the first day, and someone came in and paid cash, no conditions. So they came in and offered.
Here's the sale price right here. So they basically list price on the first day. This is days on market right here, 1 day.
This is another property. Noel and Joanne wanted to list it around the 400 mark.
Yeah.
And we sent them the comps, and Tim actually said, nah, let's try it for 450. We put it on at 450. I mean, it shows nice. You can show them the pictures. It was used as an Airbnb at one stage. And for a property, 450,000 with no condo fees, it's fantastic. It's got a great backyard. It's across the road from a park. But anyway, they took this offer simply because it was a cash offer and there was no home inspection. So when you have a 100-plus-year-old home, you want to try and avoid those home inspections because people can ding you on any deficiencies.
Yeah, and a house like this, we guarantee you it will have some deficiencies. It's that old. You don't know what's in the attic. We'll show you the basement in a minute, but it's basically, it's not quite a dugout, but you can tell at some point it was a dugout.
Yeah, so our clients were just happy just to accept the 450. They were thinking they would get 410, 420. They actually hit a home run, got the 450. And the reason why they sold it is because they could get out easily in this market. It's as simple as that. And that's why we wanted to showcase this property to you guys on what is selling out there and how quick it's taking.
Yeah,
it's
so
1 day.
You can see this basement, and I don't know if you can see this line over the washer and dryer. We figure that's where the original basement floor was in 1913. So over the past 100 years, someone has dug this out, poured in a new pad on the floor there, and lengthened the basement walls. So you can see with some of the wood floorboards up here, the concrete floor, if they had an inspection, issues would have probably come up and the buyer would have requested some money off the price.
Yeah, so selling what we call a problem property. I mean, this isn't a problem property, but a problem property is a property that you lose sleep over. It's as simple as that. And for Noel and Joanne now, they've got a young family. They have other rental properties. Noel is in construction, so he's super busy with work. They're just super happy to get out of this property and pour the money into a different property at the end of the day. So sometimes capitalizing on the market and getting rid of those properties, you could really take advantage of what's happening. Now, the last property, which I'm excited to show you guys, because this is a real rundown rental property, and our clients live in Florida, and they use the property manager. Now, let me explain this property. The pictures will look good, but it wasn't good at all. When we went in there was big dogs in there. They had to get the dogs out. The tenants were living in there. It was depressing. Like, we've been in so many of these properties where they're just so dirty, you know?
Yeah, and this was a tenant situation where the house is really only 1,200 square feet. So it's a 2-story, so that there's 600 on the main and 600 up. But there were probably 5 people living in there, 2 big dogs, and there's just too many people for a house that size.
Yeah, it's on the drive down in Riverbend, great location, but it's small. It was only like 1,100 square feet. The basement really didn't have a living room down there, just a bedroom.
Yes,
and another
1102. So very, very small.
But when we say it was a dirty property, I mean, we had to get this thing cleaned up. We even had to wash the exterior of the house. That's how dirty it was. And there was that much dog poop in the backyard, Tim, that I didn't even go in the backyard. I mean, to get to the garage, but it did come with a double car garage, and it is a starter home. And this property, you know, for our clients, they just didn't have to deal with, she didn't want to deal with tenants anymore. She's actually married to a doctor, so I don't think she needs this rental property anyway. And it was just, she called us. She said, what do you guys think? Should I sell it? And we said, if you're going to sell, you're going to get the most money right now for your property. And she did. And once again, we're going to list a bit lower. And we always kind of use, so this property was listed at 470. And we actually settled at 450,000, and it was a grind. Like, they wanted to get money off after the home inspection. They wanted money for the windows and some other stuff.
And you can see the backyard here. It's just dirt. We actually started looking at this place when winter was just ending, so there was still snow in the backyard. When the snow melted, because their dogs had just been in that yard for so many years, there's no grass left. It was full of dog poo. It smelled really bad. So it's not really that appealing when people go through, prospective buyers, especially in this price range, because it's starter home range. And you've got young couples, young families coming to look at this place, and the state that it was in, you know, we just knew it wasn't going to sell in a regular market.
Yes, and we had to get it cleaned up. We advised our client. She did all the work, and you know what? We put it on. Once again, it lasted within 24 hours to sell. So can you, Tim, how do you make sense of this market?
Well, because we're in such a supply crunch, we have been for the first 4 or 5 months of this year. There's not enough supply, too many buyers. That's because of a number of factors. We've got high interest rates, so people, when they sell, they don't really have anywhere to go and buy. We've got huge migration coming in from within Canada and from outside. So we have tons of people coming in. They're buying up all the inventory. And another reason is building. We're not building enough product, enough houses for people to buy in the new house market.
Yeah.
So they're all coming into the used market.
So it is a great time. We don't see this changing anytime soon. And if you have a property that you're losing sleep over, give us a buzz. Would love to see it. Would love to sell it. And then point you in the right direction. It hasn't been a better time to get rid of some of those properties in your portfolio that just don't make sense. Or some properties, Tim, have maxed out of where they're at. Like that 1913 home, Tim, is that ever going to be worth more than 450,000?
Most likely not, because it's on a 25-foot lot. It's actually a little bit less than 25 feet. It's about 24 feet. So the only thing you can do, unless you take out a bunch of houses on the same street, is build another single family home on that skinny little lot. So builders are not really attracted to that kind of thing unless they can take out, like I said, you know, a number of houses and then build a fourplex. So really, it's only going to be worth around that 450 mark for the next foreseeable future.
Yeah. So if you're thinking of selling, give us a buzz. Would love to tell you what we think. And if this is your first time seeing our crew investment tip of the week, subscribe below. There's some great videos on there that can actually make you a lot of money. And you get to hear the stories from our clients.
Yeah, so whether it's a single family home, a half duplex, a rental market, your residence you're living in, if you want to sell it, give us a call today.